The former Tribunal for Investment and Securities in Nigeria was dissolved late 2015 on various challenges bordering on lack of corporate governance, mistrust, and poor cordial working relationship among members. According to the Minister of Finance, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, the delay in reconstituting the tribunal was to enable government carefully overhaul the system and ensure that credible, competent, and experienced people are appointed to effect the desired change. Now that the reality is here, a 10-man tribunal has been set up, and the chairman, Mr. Isaiah Idoko-Ako, joins us now to share his agenda with us on how he effectively plans to execute adjudicatory functions in line with government's economic drive to advance the capital market and attract international investors. Mr. Idoko-Ako, it's really good to have you on the program this evening.
Thank you.
May I start by saying congratulations to you on this appointment?
Thank you, thank you.
Let's begin with what the background of the IST is, as it were. I know that it was actually established under Section 275 of the Investment and Securities Act.
Not 275.
Okay.
274, and it's now 284 of ISA.
Oh, okay. I take this correction.
2007.
Right.
Yes. The background leading to the establishment of IST stem from problems SEC encountered in the market in enforcing its decisions. When there are infractions and misconduct in the market, and SEC has to look into it. After investigation, they need to promptly deal with those issues.
Right.
Because investment decisions are not left to left undecided for a long time. It will affect the market itself. They need now to have an answer in place that will ensure quick dispensation of justice, quick settlement of dispute in the market, so as to create the confidence required by the investors. Because without such confidence, the market will collapse. So that is why government now deemed necessary to set up IST via ISC, that's Investment and Securities Act, to deal with disputes arising from the capital market.
Right. So let's look at the achievements and possibly the challenges that have been, experienced over the years.
In IST.
At the IST.
Yes. The major problem of IST, over the years is that of enforcement of its judgment. That's a major problem. Because the law has given them the timeline within which to dispose of the matter, 3 months from the date hearing starts. Okay. But after the conclusion of the case, that of enforcement of the judgment, of his judgment becomes a problem. The law provides under Section 293 sub 3 that such judgment has to be registered with the Chief Registrar of the Federal High Court for execution. But achieving that has become a problem. It's become a problem because in most cases, I can remember some cases were taken to Federal High Court and they declined to handle it. Such matters, most of them have gone on appeal and they're still in the court. So it's a challenge. But now, that is being addressed. The second challenge is that of frivolous applications and adjournment, which force the matter to at times prolong over a long period. See, this again is something that has to be addressed.
Great.
If the tribunal has to achieve that mandate of giving judgment within 3 months of hearing.
Right.
Another challenge is the issue of handling criminal infractions detected in the course of hearing. Okay. In any case, what has been the position is that they always refer such matter to the appropriate prosecution authority for prosecution.
Great.
Apart from this three major ones. There could be other ones, but these are the major ones on the ground.
Right.
And then for some time, for the past 1 year plus, the tribunal has not been in place. And again, that has again subjected the market to serious problem.
Which leads us to what you will be considering as your first task when you because I know, yes, you came in this week.
Yes.
So given the composition, the reconstitution of the team right now, what is your team looking at hitting the ground running and getting done immediately as a first assignment?
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, from the handover note given to us, which we have gone through, we know that we have discovered that there are many cases started which were stopped abruptly because of the decision of the tribunal. There are also new cases that have come in. We have well over 50 cases of such pending. Our first task is to see that these cases are decongested, handled properly within this timeline, 3 months, and then disposed of. That's our first task. And in doing that, we've gone around the courts, what we met on the ground, to ensure that they are okay for us to start our job. And we're also coming up with how to do that. It is our plan to do away with frivolous applications and adjournments, so as to ensure quick dispensation of justice. It's also our aim, because looking at the cause of decision of the last tribunal, that to ensure that there's a harmonious relationship between members already discussing, and I'm happy the caliber of people we have on the tribunal now are people that they are professionals in their own field, they are well prepared for the job, and from the composure and conduct, the relationship we have so far, I think we can do that. Okay. Number three, the stakeholders in the market. For us to also achieve this again, we need the cooperation of stakeholders. The
regulators as
well. The regulators and self-regulatory organizations. We are also talking to them, and we'll talk to them. Then we need public enlightenment, which we plan to carry out in partnership with these regulatory and self-regulatory agencies, the SEC, the NSC, the over-the-counter markets, and the rest.
Right.
And of course, another major problem, that of corporate governance.
Right.
It's a major problem. We also intend to look at that, tackle it, because no institution will survive without effective and efficient corporate governance. So these are things, and we've already started. Right from the very day we were sworn in and inaugurated, Tuesday. The following day, that evening we went into meeting, the following day, even up to yesterday. And between the next few days and weeks, we've seen the effect of this inauguration.
Okay, so quickly before we take our break, since you've interfaced with management, how many cases are left pending at the moment?
On the list, we have 53 cases.
Right.
On the list, 53 cases, yes. Okay. And while we're going around, we also discovered that a new case was filed about 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So bringing the total matter of matters to
54.
54, because all other ones that involve ADR have been disposed of. There's no pending.
No, all right.
Thank you.
The new chairman of the IST is right here in the studio. But after the break, the conversation with Mr. Shaka Idoko Ako will focus on the powers and limits of the tribunal. Don't go away. We'll be right back shortly.